Welcome back to the WatchTower Film Podcast, the film review podcast on the Towercast Network by Cinephiles for Cinephiles. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with our official continuation.
There's an
I couldn't remember what episode we were in the official continuation request month.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you want to listen to the unofficial continuation, please go and watch the Schmauer podcast.
Schmauer.
On
the Tower Leaks.
Yeah, on the Tower Leaks Network.
That's the one that you run, right? How's that going? How's the Tower Leaks going? We haven't heard about the Tower Leaks.
Tower Leaks is about to get a huge update.
Oh, yeah.
As of this recent shoot.
Exactly, yeah.
You just dump everything there.
Yeah, and it's funny because everybody's already dumping BTS, so if I was to dump anything, it'd be kind of lame. Also, I don't run Tower Leaks. I don't know who started that. But yeah.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to continue requests that you've sent in. In this particular case, this particular episode, we have a very special request.
Aplauso.
That too, whatever he said. I'll have 3 of those with some salsa.
Oh my God.
I don't know what aplauso means. But
I don't know what the hell a jueves is, but add some salsa and I'll try it.
I took him to a taco restaurant, and he was saying that. I couldn't stop laughing. Because the taco restaurant outside said, Jueves Buffet de Tacos. He's like, I don't know what a Jueves is, but give me some salsa. I'll eat 3 of those motherfuckers.
2 of those and on the quicks.
Why do the Jueves cost $10.99, but the other ones are more expensive?
We're back. It's a very special episode as I introduce everybody in the room because we have my lovely wife, the beautiful Sandra Morales. And it's become a bit of an yearly tradition that on Request Month, which is usually January, she has her birthday episode. So happy birthday, babe.
Thank you.
It's your birthday.
How do you say happy birthday in Spanish?
Feliz cumpleaños.
Hey.
I know the Spanglish.
Is it Duolingo or is it dating a Mexican? Which one was it? Which one has it been?
I'll say that it was...
Isn't it Rosetta?
No, your era was Rosetta Stone, baby. Now we're in
Inglés sin barreras.
Yeah, no. What is it? I knew Spanish, but then definitely dating somebody who is more immersed, which is a good way of phrasing it. That made me practice a hell of a lot more. So yeah.
But when are you gonna show your Italian side?
That's true.
When I feel
it's been an yearly tradition. I want to say for the last 3 years that we've done a birthday episode.
I think so.
Where you've picked a film. And oddly enough, you picked a film that has been on our request list for 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Bones. He's requested, this is quite literally his favorite film. The only other favorite film I know Bone has is Shrek, and I think we've already covered that too. So, we try to, as mentioned in the last episode, we're going to do more requests this month and then kind of free picks throughout the year sprinkled out. So we're just going to have some fun. So we have room to take in more requests, so send them in.
And connect more with you guys.
Yeah, we already finished off our tours month, which was a lot of fun. And then... now exploring some more requests, but this is a fun one. This is a really cool one to kick off.
This is gonna be an interesting one.
Not kick off; it's our really continuation. But yes,
when we go out of left field with our picks, and I try to do that. I try to spice things up on the foreign side or the classic cinema side on
Caliente.
films I feel like the first couple years of the podcast were bucket lists, right? Films that everybody knows or everybody's bucket list. Now it's more Mexican. I want to get underground films that nobody really knows about, and this is falls under that category. So it's checking a lot of boxes. So before we introduce the film, I'd like to introduce everybody else in the room. Mr. Jean-Eric Castor offering an acting perspective.
I cried twice during this film.
Ooh, yeah. Oh. Mr. Miguel de la O.
Bienvenidos, amigos.
That's good. Please keep doing that.
You know what? The second he did that in the movie, then everybody in the crowd for El Paso exploded, and my only thought was fuck, how can Leo be more Mexican than me? And then I just went home and I was like, I can do that too. And then
and now, if this film's going all the way to the Oscars, one battle after another, after winning 4 Golden Globes. Yeah. And when it does, and they win, Leo's going to win an Oscar for being more Mexican than you. How does that make you feel?
What was yesterday? What happened yesterday?
Golden Globes?
Yeah. How much did they win? 3?
4.
4? For what?
Best Picture for Musical Comedy, Best Director for PTA, Best Supporting Actress for, what's her name? Tiana Taylor.
Oh, she won it?
She won it, and I'm forgetting one.
Who
is it?
It's not supporting actor.
Screenplay?
It wasn't Sean Penn?
Screenplay. Best adapted screenplay.
Oh, okay,
For
okay.
PTA.
Because it's loosely based off Violent.
Yeah, so 1-4. Sandra was watching it live. We were on set last night, and she was giving me live updates, texting me like, "This person won. This person won."
Nice,
I'm like,
nice.
we were both sad
Was it a
because
good
like,
show?
Huh?
Was it a good show?
Yeah. I mean, I watch it to see what they're wearing, not necessarily like, you know.
That's okay, I guess.
Then like halfway, so I was like, I'm gonna watch Sister Wives.
yeah, it was Sunday. That's her show on Sundays.
Who was the biggest winner?
I think like in terms of like numbers, it was One Battle and Sinners. I know Sinners took some stuff home.
Cinema.
Did Chalamet get any love?
Yeah, Chalamet won Best Actor over
dude, I gotta
Dwayne Johnson, over Leo.
Oh, Leo got nominated for the Golden
You guys kept
Globes?
telling me it was The Rock.
It's because the funky part about the Golden Globes is that it divides genre. It says Best Actor for drama, Best Actor for comedy or
yeah,
musical.
yeah.
So One Battle is a comedy.
Yeah, that's why when you said it right now, I was like,
Marty
okay.
Supreme, I think, falls under drama.
On the drama.
So
Yeah.
Timothy won for Best Drama, and then somebody else won for Best Actor Comedy. I forget who it was. I know Seth Rogen won for the
The
studio.
K-pop people also won.
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
they won
stuff.
Best Animated Feature.
Oh, for
Yeah,
And
that's what
song, I think,
Meg
and-
Best
told
song?
me. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's-
the Golden Globes are
Good.
funky. They're starting to get a little more respect because for a while there nobody liked them, and now like with the Oscars kind of going
around the
down,
yeah.
and Golden Globes starting to rise up again.
Are we
But
gonna
yeah,
just- do you feel like in the next 5 years, like both are going to tank, and then we're just going to be like, oh,
the Netflix awards.
What's the
that's what we're-
BAFTA saying about this?
Hopefully, I mean the funky part too is I think the SAG Awards were first. Timmy won that one. He won the Golden Globe, so it's trending into him winning the Oscar this year.
Has there ever been
That's
a Triple
crazy.
Crown?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there is.
But
Yeah.
if he was to win, would he be the youngest recipient?
No,
But he-
not by a long
He
shot.
just aged out.
I don't know how old he is. He's what? He's got to be 26,
26?
Yeah, something like that.
It's
No,
not-
I mean-
Let me Google it.
I remember last time he got nominated, they said if he won, he would have been the youngest winner.
Oh, okay. For Call Me by Your Name, maybe.
No,
for
He's 30.
Oh, Bob Dylan.
he's 30.
Oh, he's my age, son.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Damn, what am I doing with my life?
He looks young.
Motherfucker winning Golden Globes. I'm sitting here.
Make it a podcast.
Teaching.
1995, baby.
Yep. No, to me, if maybe male category. I know that the youngest female actor to win an Oscar is a film called Paper Moon. The little girl, Flannery. What was her name? Something O'Connor.
Okay.
She's the youngest. And she was like 10.
Oh my God.
And that performance really is incredible.
Did she give a
Really?
speech?
So you guys know, I think we covered it on this podcast, the Coen Brothers, True Grit.
Yeah.
So Haley Steinfeld in that film would have beat her or something because she was like, I think the other girl was 12 and Haley Steinfeld was 11 at the time. So if she would
If
have
she
won the
would've won.
Oscar, she would have been the youngest recipient.
She was good.
But I don't know about the male category. I don't know who's been the youngest.
Macaulay
It couldn't
Culkin?
have been 28.
No, I thought at the time it was something like 25.
Okay. For Bob Dylan? But that was like last year, 2 years ago.
No. I think it was before that.
For what?
Call Me by Your Name?
Think.
Call Me by Your Name. No, that's I would have
Yeah.
tossed it at that.
Maybe.
Anyways, Golden Globes. Let us know what you guys think. I feel like it was. I mean, you saw it, but I thought results were a little underwhelming. I didn't hear a ton of buzz about.
They also
Anything.
had, well, I learned it. Well, no, it was new. They added a new category for podcasts.
Per podcast.
that-
You did tell me.
Golden Globe.
Who won it?
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler.
She has a new podcast.
What?
I really thought Mel Robbins was going to win.
You guys know who Mel Robbins is?
Mel Robbins.
No, but that explains what they
She's like a
did.
self-help
Yeah.
writer.
I'm at
Oh,
that
really?
age where I'm listening to that. Yeah.
Oh.
Is it good?
She's
Is it,
reading
like,
her
fun?
book.
It's really good.
Is
yeah.
it like on the way to work stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's really good.
She's
Really,
reading her
really good.
book,
Yeah.
like
awesome.
of that Mel Robbins
yeah.
person.
But
Question
Amy
is-
Poehler won.
What did this movie win?
Nothing, sadly.
Really?
Dude, this
Yeah.
movie didn't get enough love. This movie, for all we give it credit for, was like a TV movie type of thing.
Really?
Kind of novela,
No, I
but
mean, it had its release and stuff, but Mexican films didn't really come into prominence. That was the era of Mexican films coming into prominence
Amar,
because of guys
Duele.
like, yeah.
I mean, Amores Perros.
Amores Perros, yeah. This was the era where they were on their way up. So this film kind of missed that peak a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
We're here to talk about Fernando Sariñana's.
Fellini.
No, definitely not Fellini. You leave your Italian side to the side for once.
Leave that gabagool at home.
Amar te duele. We're here to talk about Amar te duele. Or as we discovered today, Love Hurts in English.
Love hurts. Amar te duele, pues sí. Sí.
we're seeing on Netflix. Like, love hurts. It
Love
just sounds so
hurts.
strange.
But that's how it translates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
But wouldn't it be Amor te duele?
No, amar, like love.
Loving hurts.
like the verb.
Oh.
Amar.
That's the verb.
Amar.
That's the verb of amor. Mm-hmm. So amor is the noun.
Right. Correct.
That's your Spanish lesson of the day. If you need more, like and subscribe.
This film stars Luis Fernando Peña, Marta Gadera, Jimena Sariñana, who's the daughter of the director who went on to be this fucking huge singer. Who, by the way, just sang at the Lowbrow like fucking 6 months ago or
You're
something.
lying.
Really?
The sister.
Yeah.
Her sister.
Yeah, the sister.
blonde.
crappy one?
Yeah, the
mean
crappy
one, the
one.
mean one
She's
sucks.
like a world famous singer
Yeah.
type of deal.
Man, I would have thrown a brick at her. Jeez.
She said, you were saying, right, when we were
Oh,
watching
I
that she gets
know.
so much flack for this role.
It's because that's she played it good though. I mean,
She
she played the.
did. She did.
And she went on. If I'm not mistaken, when I was like reading into it, they did Marta Gadera and her did like 3 other films together.
Oh, really?
Like
That's
after
cool.
after the fact.
I've seen a couple of Marta's films. I just can't
Yeah.
remember one that.
You like
One
She
where
used
she
to
goes
be
to,
in
like-
novelas
Yeah.
también,
There's
yeah.
one where she goes to like a school with girls to learn how to be more girly.
That's the one that Jimena's in. I
Yeah.
saw
What
the
Is
poster
it?
of that
I
one.
remember I saw that one.
406, I think maybe.
I think
know.
it's
There was-
the I don't know. Oh, that's right. She did No Manches Frida.
Yeah.
I forgot about that
I've
one.
never seen that one.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
It's
decent.
pretty good.
The mom, you recognize the mom? Her mom?
Her mom. No.
You know her son very well.
Look alike.
In the sense of like acting.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who?
It's
Gael Garcia.
Gael Garcia Bernal's
What?
mom. She was like a famous telenovela, or is it a famous telenovela actress? And so he kind of grew up in the industry, like
And-
running around sets and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Pues got Rudy Cursi around that
So
time.
now, like, he's a world famous actor, but that's his mom.
Oh wow, she did pretty good
Gael
too.
Garcia Bernal's from Y Tu Mamá También, one of the dudes.
Oh,
That one,
cool.
yeah, Mexican actors.
He's been doing a couple of American films now, right?
He did a series,
kinda crossed over.
the boxing one. They just did that
Oh, I
together,
haven't
and
seen that
it's
one
pretty
with,
damn good, dude.
Who's
With
the
Diego
lady?
Luna,
Who's the girl?
the girl.
She comes out in Ash.
Oh yeah. Isa Gonzalez.
Isa Gonzalez.
Isa Gonzalez is in it. Yeah,
My
yeah,
third
you're right.
girlfriend.
She it's a damn good show.
You told me. Why did I forget about that one? Yeah.
Like Diego Luna and that
Those
thing
two guys?
is better than I think. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyways, here to talk about Marta Duele and essentially a Mexican reimagining of Romeo and Juliet. This thing,
Dude, this is literally my story when, like, the first time I ever fell in love.
heartbroken and shit.
Yes, dude.
Damn, she got shot.
No. But dude, like, I remember being young and just like walking 10 miles just
Yeah.
because we're
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, those little.
I think that's what this film does best is capture Mexican youth in a very specific time and place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is like, to me, this is going to Plaza Las Americas and Juarez and buying the wristbands and shooting the shit and buying, CDs and patches and,
Well, I was telling De La O that I used to date somebody from Juarez and we always used to meet at the flags. So when they kind of like meet at the Alto, I'm like, God, that's
That's
my
exactly
youth
what it is,
there.
right?
So
I guess
beautiful.
this film takes place in El DF, right? Like two polar
There-
opposite neighborhoods of El DF.
Yeah, I think
And then
so.
Santa Fe, where the mall is where they kind of meet in the middle.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Let's go give ratings. You, ma'am, get to pick.
Well, for Sandra,
Yeah.
of all the films to pick, why did this one stand out, or why is this one like a favorite for you?
What was your pick last year?
Like water for
Amores?
chocolate.
Like Water for Chocolate, another Mexican film.
Uh,
I don't
Como
know, I
agua por chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolati.
I think I just like movies like that. I also remember seeing it growing up, and I was like, you're like, yeah, we go to the mall. Like I remember going to the music stores, and when you you can
That's what I'm saying.
Back in the
preview
days when
the
you-
CD. I remember
Yeah.
those shell necklaces, and yeah. So I don't know. I saw it when I was probably like 13, 14. So it always just stayed in my mind. Like, hey, that's a really
Remember
cool
back in the
film.
day, it was always, we had so many pulseras.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's
Like,
it's
like
the
capturing
whole-
these
Yeah.
bracelets and at the time, at least in my kind of era, it was like punk rock, emo shit, and Mexican culture was really adopting rock and roll.
Yeah.
So like you'd go to the mall and that's all they were selling is like band shirts and that was the thing.
Even like I think he has like an Iron Maiden box that he steals money from and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, it was our childhood. I saw this when I was a kid too, and I remember loving it. And I always loved the romantics and Shakespeare and I mean, Romeo and Juliet was always one of my favorites growing up. So seeing a Mexican modern version of that, but it's a time capsule. I think it's a very specific time and place. It's not now. Camera techniques, fucking how things are represented, the music, the soundtrack is so early 2000s, early Mexican 2000s. Like it's very specific.
So
I dig it.
I wouldn't call this like dated. I just say it's nostalgic, but it's interesting to watch it right now when it's a nostalgia of what would now be over 20 years ago. Yeah. Which is, it's odd.
24 years ago.
Yeah.
Ouch, I felt that. I'm like,
no, but it's because...
Let me put it to you this way. Marta Higadera, this younger, she must be 18 in this film. 17. I think 15. She's 17. She's 15?
15. Yeah.
No, that can't be possible.
No, it is.
But she showed.
This was her debut.
Wait, she was 15 when they filmed this?
She got her parents' consent and everything. Yeah.
Really?
Well, Mexican rules are much different.
Also, age of consent over there is, I think, younger.
Yeah.
But
for filming. But let me put it to you this way. This young girl you see on the screen now has like a life affirmation, life advice podcast, and she's almost more famous for her podcast than she is for her acting.
I was Googling her.
Really?
She's like that's her age now. Like
she also just had twins.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Dang it!
Oh my god,
no, pretty crazy.
She has a podcast with Jordi Rosado.
Jordi. Jordi.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Jordi. Yeah.
Well, there's something kind of beautiful at the fact that like it feels timeless, and I think that's what's really impressive about this one. That even if it's not talked about too much, and even though it does date itself a little bit,
what do you mean like by timeless? 'Cause I thought it was like a capsule of that era.
I think it is on the surface like pop culture, but what you're saying is the story, the themes.
What dates it is some of the ideas of like, again, you say the music store. Or the fact that like whenever they need to call each other, they have to use a payphone or a corded phone.
Yeah.
That it's not like just cell phones everywhere and all that kind of stuff. Like sure, that dates it.
Right.
But the whole idea of like again being in your teens, and you brought up a good point when I was watching it, that when you're at that age and you fall in love for the first time, I love this. It feels like there's nothing else in the universe. Yeah. And that's such a special moment that can never be like recaptured.
Yeah.
Even if you fall in love again, like is that first
love?
It just feels like it's just you two in the world. And
that's that's where a lot of therapists are trying to solve people's problems.
Because, the first cut is the deepest is the thing, right? And
clip that.
What's crazy about that too is it's so defining in how you approach relationships after that. Yeah. But what's enveloped in all of this too is the socioeconomical situations of their entanglement. But it's youth. It's capturing youth because it's like the equivalent. It's the teenager falling in love equivalent of I'm running away. You know what I mean? Like nothing is more important than your emotions when you're in a specific age. And when you're this age, love and falling in love and we're leaving also, this. We can do this on our own.
Very like juvenile and simplistic way of looking at the world where it's like
but pure.
Yeah, but pure where it's we just had sex for the first time. And it's like, well, I guess we're going to the beach now. And it's like, wait a minute, what's gonna be next? And like, I think every adult would be like, that's stupid, stop it. But in that moment, it's just like, we'll go to the beach, and then.
But there's a monologue. There's a monologue earlier there. They say like the water washes away everything. Like in the water, nothing is, so like there is like a contextual
You can take a bath in the ocean, but then what's next? You get it by soap. I'm just a cynic now. But,
I agree with that. I think it is a point of view it is juvenile to an extent, but it's also pure. It's them trying to convince themselves the world doesn't have to be the way our clans kind of do it.
Exactly.
But to your point about it being timeless, I mean, it's Shakespeare.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean. It's Shakespeare. It's 1500s. It's it's
just a retelling in a Mexican way.
And I mean, I also think for some of the timeless aspects, it's things that you can watch now. Like, I mean, I think I could show this movie to anybody now, and they would still connect with the subject matter.
Sure.
And then plus, you could show this to people who are of that age right now, which they shouldn't be watching, children, but they'd be able to like
connect with it.
I
Having
your
recommended
friends, and then like when you're falling in love with somebody and the friend groups don't match, and it's kind of like, well, what do you choose? Do you choose your feelings or do you choose your friends who have stuck around longer? Like all those things really play into it.
And the problem is in their world, they're all right.
Yeah.
The friend wanted to defend him and defend his honor and beat the shit out of people.
I got a whole thing about the cinematography.
He's kind of right. You know, I think cinematography's capturing youth, man. It's emulating youth, and
that's what I kind of told you, but yeah, he has a good point though.
Well,
yeah.
Ratings. So, let's get into ratings.
We can rapid fire it so we can keep the conversation.
You decide who goes first.
Hijo, yo ni sé, güey.
And last, like we can go whichever direction
way
you want.
Let's go with you first.
Me first. Oh man, this is one of those films that like I was hoping got Walter Mitty. I was hoping this film I would see again and be like, yeah, this was terrible. This is totally a nostalgia thing. It didn't fully hit me that way. I walked out feeling like, no, this is still saying something. It's still doing something. It's not a perfect film. It's definitely not a perfect Mexican film. Like there's so many people who have made Mexican cinema a forefront. You know, people like Alejandro Iñárritu and Alfonso Cuarón. They've brought it to a beautiful place. But man, if this wasn't one of those building blocks that could show you that Mexican cinema could be something special. And we take pride in that, right? So it's not nostalgia, but it's not a perfect film. But it's still an incredible story, and I think the approach is great. I love that concept that we were talking about last time of like, you live a lifetime in 90 minutes. And this is living a chronicle in an hour, 45 minutes, you know? So it's hard to do that. Again, it's hard to capture a specific time, place, people. Mexican youth is also very specific where if the four of us have hung out with Mexican youth in our lifetime, being from the border and stuff, we know what bullshit is on the screen. We know when they're not talking how.
That's good. I know what you're going. Yeah.
And this film did it.
Yeah.
This film did it.
Very authentic.
And it did it in a way where like though it takes place in Mexico City, it could have fooled me. This could have taken place in Juarez, and they're not speaking specifically the dialect of Mexico City. So anyways, I think it's got a lot going for it. I'm gonna give this an 8. I'm gonna give this an 8. I don't think this thing's perfect. I think it's got its faults, but it's saying something. It moves me. It's doing something special. So
an 8.
I'm at an 8.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. You
All
can
right.
decide who goes next.
Eric.
You know what? This one, I hadn't watched it. I think I watched it when it first came out with a girlfriend. This time I watched it, man, I cried twice.
Yeah.
It was just so many memories came back of just that first love.
Yeah.
Just
Powerful.
I mean, like I said, just walking around, no car, just the world is her and that's it. Just brought a lot of nostalgia. I mean, the story's beautiful.
Yeah.
Both characters, I mean, they acted their butts off.
They're pitch perfect. Yeah.
I don't know if it was too on the nose where that's where I kind of thinking it's time where I don't know, like you guys don't feel like it was too on the nose?
I think
For the time it was set in? Or
Like for now, like
I think
the
Mexican
message is too
I think Mexican cinema, any Mexican media of that era, the only references it had at that time, 2002, of quote unquote good Mexican cinema, didn't exist. It was telenovelas.
Okay.
It was melodramas from the 60s and the golden age of Mexican cinema. So I think that on the nose stuff comes from your telenovela shit.
There was a little feeling of that.
It does. You do get that.
Which is not bad, but I just kind of felt that I was like, I like it. I don't know if people are like gonna get persuaded, turned off by that. Where it's
No,
like,
there's this after
clear.
school special kind of punch at the for sure.
No, but I mean, I'll give it. Since it really hit me, man, and this is basically my youth. Like most of the scenes were like, oh my god. I wanted to give it an 8.5, but I'll give it a 9.
All right.
Just because it brought me back to
How
the
much
times
did-
where, you don't have bills. You're just living life and you're in love.
What are you, the girl in this scenario? Because she didn't have bills. The dude definitely had bills.
Well, back when you were 13, 14, you just what?
Yeah, you just like
Something
with
to eat?
family.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll
No,
give
I
it a
know what
9.
you mean.
I'll give it a 9. Like you, it just made me feel a lot.
Yeah.
It didn't have the Walter Mitty effect. It was
No.
just like, wow, this is really good. So yeah, I'll give it a 9. Strong 9.
Mr. Miguel.
Mr.
Don Miguel.
Don Miguel.
8.1.
8.1?
Yep.
Okay.
I'd say an 8.1 just because I agree with you that there's elements that you would say like, oh, it's not a perfect film. But something that I kind of neglect to say when we talk about these older films is it's a good reference point for anybody who wants to try to emulate an era or emulate a style. And like, I mean, if I just needed to give somebody, let's say, a reference film and say, I need to recreate early 2000s era, like, you know, like just Mexican melodrama kind of film, and I want to have these techniques. Well, this one just kind of has all of it, and it's a really good way to catch somebody up to speed with a style, and that's what I like out of it. Not to say that it's defining the style or it's doing something overly innovative, because again, it's using these pop zooms, it's using these fish eyes, going from a nice camera to like a camcorder. It's using
Mexican music video, or maybe even
Did you
just
like
general
that?
music
You as a
video
cinematographer,
techniques.
Did you like the whole music video switching? Like
when I watched it at the very beginning, I was
like the bar fight.
It was taking you out of it?
No, not at all. I was just thinking like with somebody who's switching it up this much, there has to be some intentionality. And
I was
like,
thinking of it.
I was thinking like I just need to watch it enough to know what the intention is. And luckily they explained it at the very beginning. And once they explained it in a couple of dialogue beats, then it's almost like I had my little like cheat sheet and reference. And it's like, okay, now I know what he's trying to say.
I remember
when he comes back here, comes back there.
Austin pointed out when he was screening it. He sent a picture to me when they're in the comic book kind of point, and he's like, "What is this? Fucking Scott Pilgrim?"
Yeah,
like it does tackle, but again, I think it's using style to tackle youth, to depict the youth, whether it's through the comic book stylings, through music video kind of pops, through like I think it's capturing youth
more than anything,
or depicting youth.
To me, it's the way that they are able to understand and interpret the world.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
It's hard for them to understand like why is there socioeconomical disparity, and why is it that culturally, because of that disparity, I can't hang out with certain people, or I can.
And it's two people who think they're grown.
Yeah,
It's two people, just like any other teenager who thinks you're the shit and I'm paying bills and I work now, or I'm riding around with my friends getting drunk. Like, I'm grown. You're not. You're about to learn some life right now. Falling in love and trying to do something and having your families, like the Montagues and the Capulets, fucking fight against each other. It's rough. This is a coming of age, situation.
The way that he's able to interpret like injustice or like a perfect world is through these comics and these stories and these characters who
his life lessons.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, she says like, oh, isn't that for like kids? It's like, no, or I forgot what she
No, you're right. Something in that vein.
Yeah, but then it ends up being like, no, it's because they teach you about life and truth and all that kind of stuff. And then I feel like in that moment, having the composition being very like comic booky is to show that like, see, there's a parallel between my stories and what you're seeing. And then also, I think it's kind of cool because that's a visual parallel for what he's putting onto her, but the visual parallel what she's putting onto him comes when she shows her school project, where it's talking about the difference between like pornography and like and like poverty, and saying like, well, which is worth, like guys jacking off or people that starve to death and their children starve to death. And by showing that kind of like black and white, I mean, there's a lot of interpretations on like, why black and white is a good way to express poverty, because it shows the height of a situation. But again, then that became the key, that at the very beginning, it's like, oh, we're just switching to black and white and then going back into color. And what is it? And you see that at the very beginning, even when they hang out together at the mall is
shifting perspective.
Well, the mall, it's not so much perspective. The mall is meant to be a location where when they're there, that is the
neutral zone.
Yeah.
No. Opposite. Color is the neutral. Black and white is the like disparity. It's the gap, because you're either on one side or the other. When they're at the mall, they loiter. But when she's at the mall, she's buying whatever she wants. And that's what it's constantly doing. So when you see her and her friends, they're all like in color and all that. But when he's just walking around loitering, he's the poverty that she's describing in her project, which is like, it's cool. There's a lot of intention there. And like, I mean, the pop zooms, I feel like, again, are those stylistic choices of telenovelas and all that. But they're also meant to like catch your eye, like emphasize a moment, repeating the same dialogue. You even said, oh, look, they had a little Scorsese cut, which is really cool.
I loved it.
So like all those moments are super cool to like, again, add intention or get your attention, but also it shows your focus. Like I think when you're going through the motions, especially like you described, like in your youth and you're in love and all that kind of stuff, you're really tunneled vision. You're not thinking of the world. You're not thinking of everything at stake. You're just thinking of that person. And I love that when they have that little meet cute or they keep seeing each other, that's what it is. It's these really stylized shots where there isn't a world. It's just them. But then when they do a wide, it's the poor side of like the city, and it's the area he lives
it's showing you their neighborhoods,
and then
how
she's
they live.
like,
her
that's awful,
huge house. It's like the size of her house is probably the size of his whole neighborhood type of shit.
We were joking around because there's a moment where like she gets pissy at her parents and runs away, but she has to jog half a mile just to get to her bedroom. Like she's just like, goodbye,
that's how they
guys.
stay fit.
Yeah.
Did you see one fat rich person in this film? No, absolutely not.
There was one where I saw that was pretty cool. It's just like a little detail where he's calling from a payphone and she's got like this nice, and they even have an
modern
insert of
phone,
a nice little phone.
I think the juxtaposition
clicks.
there, as Elal says, the mise en scène.
Maison.
I think it's very intentional, and not just that. I mean, they're obviously trying to be intentional with the socioeconomical.
Yeah.
But I think the stylings, for instance, why go specifically when you're inside his room fisheye? Because of the tightness,
know
because
that.
of the space, because of the
no
absolutely.
way, for real?
Oh, wow.
I got
Let's see.
an additional perspective.
Let's see.
And it comes from the dialogue. And again, they're those visual keys that if you have the rubric now, I noticed that he, after he showed the graffiti, he talks about worlds. And then especially when he talks about paintings, he's like, oh, look, this is your world and this is my world. I noticed that those fisheyes, the circular effect, it creates that. It creates almost a bubble where basically I'm in his world now.
Right.
And then you see the full scope of what his world is. That
But
really
it's from a corner, right?
Exactly.
I like
and
that.
it just creates a bubble where it's like, my world is this little cramped room I share with my brother, but I draw. And then her world is a nice bedroom just for herself with a restroom.
And a balcony.
And a balcony and all that kind of stuff. So I noticed that whenever
But
they were doing that,
really, I mean, you did see it in her bedroom a touch, but I saw it the most in his bedroom. Where in her world, we see the vast space.
Yeah.
We're not tight in terms of the space. We're not limited in terms of what's in the frame. We're wides. But in his room, it's like you can barely move. In fact, so much so that when the mom's like massaging him and like curing him and shit, the camera's there. But when you're in her world, you're switching between cameras.
No, and,
I mean,
and there's also a couple of times early on that they use the fisheye when it's just a two shot with him and his friend. But also, again, that shows that there's a
bubble.
world amongst the both of them, that in that friendship, there's their rules
It's
and
the trap.
their things that they can play with, you know?
it's the trap.
Do you think the trap is like keeping your friend down?
No, I mean the trap. I'm saying that in the hip hop sense. Trapping, the trap. The trap is the ghetto. The trap is what you can't get out of. And so when him and his friends, their world is they can't escape this world. This is their lot in life. Her world is like, hey, you guys feel like hanging out in our bikinis on our balcony today? Like,
Or like driving out to some park.
oh yeah. Or what was the
shooting-
whole thing where they were like the Chinese
Chinese
bubble thing, the inflatable. What is it called?
Fire lantern.
Fire lantern.
And then
so
they
that
just,
then this dude just fucking shoots it because he
And
has
it's
a
like,
gun from
oh, yeah,
daddy.
because his
my-
dad was a cop and he owned, so he had access to the fire.
And that gun plays
arms.
again. What's the rule?
Yeah.
The don't show gun if you're not going to use it. Like the whole
Oh yeah.
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 What do you mean? Like
Hitchcock.
if you're gonna show it,
Yeah.
then
Oh no!
it's gonna come back.
If you see it, then it has to go off sometime in the story.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay,
I
yeah.
think Hitchcock kind of
Yeah.
famous.
I thought it was a theater rule.
It might be. I have ratings from Meg and Austin. Megathy.
I know Meg liked it. Austin, you can already tell he didn't.
Meg says, I must say that it was a really tragic movie, and I saw the censored version. The
censored version.
Yeah,
I think she
getting
said she
nipped.
saw it with her family or something.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
romantic during its time, so 8.5 for me.
Okay.
And then Austin said 7.9.
Get out of here.
Interesting adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. Not terrible, but falls into bad early 2000s style that I didn't like.
And that's why
it's capturing.
That's why I gave it the 8.1, because I could see where it's like, yeah, it's overused. It's almost too much. But now it ends up becoming a time capsule where, again, I can use this as reference.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I have one more rating from Ricky. He hasn't responded yet, but Bones, who loves this film. Bones loves this film so much. I remember we lived in... He was living in Phoenix. He was going to college, and I went over there for a summer. And he'd watch this movie on the DVD. He had the DVD. He'd watch this movie every day.
Just on
like every other day. Every day would just throw on this fucking movie.
I wouldn't think Bones would like this type of movie.
Bones likes this movie.
That's
Bones,
good, though.
I think he enjoys the music.
Yeah.
The music is. I don't know. The music is so.
It takes you back.
Yeah, it takes you back. As much as the story and the style and how you guys are saying the time capsule or whatever. But the music, like that music, you still hear it. If I were to play that music, like it takes me back.
Yeah. Caminando en Juárez por las tienditas, you hear that those music.
There's no music like that anymore.
No, there isn't.
To me, it reminds me of the kind of music you'd be listening to on those like portable CD players.
Yeah.
Like little headphones.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, that's all I kept thinking of is those little cheap
iPod era. I will say the music, Mexican pop and rock was coming into a different era at that time too.
2002.
And this was Caifanes, and this was Enanitos Verdes, and this was
the Strokes.
Elefante. And this it was coming to, but like Nacha Pop was like on its way out, but there was a transition going on in Mexican music.
Yeah.
And this captured Mexican youth pop. That's good. And to add insult to injury, Mexican youth pop, and the villain is the dude from Rebelde. Like
that's good. That was
but he wasn't Rebelde then.
No, it was like right before Rebelde.
That's probably why guy cast.
Yeah, honestly, probably. By the way, Bones loves this so much so that him and his wife named their daughter Renata. That's their daughter's name.
Isn't that a beautiful name?
That's a gorgeous name.
Shout out to little Ren.
Yeah, little Ren. Ren's our homie. She's our little homie. You have a rating to give.
Don't look at me.
Oh, me? A rating? Well, for many reasons, but I think for me, I would give it like a 9.2.
That's the correct answer.
9.2. It's not perfect. I've seen movies that are better, but it's just going back a little bit to what you were saying, the different styles. I don't know much about,
Neither do
all
we,
of
but
that.
we're here.
We just try
to
to.
me, the black and white, it's interesting to hear your perspective on it. But to me, when I saw it then and now, when I saw the black and white when they're in the mall, to me, it's the black and white when, he's going about life with his friends. But when he sees her, it turns into color.
Yeah,
So to me, it's like
that's another parallel.
color brings love, life to his life.
Mm-hmm. And for
His
some
life was
reason,
so black and white that he saw it. Oh, hay color en este mundo.
and think about it this way. I don't know that there's a change. I want to go back to see if there is. When he draws, he sees his world in black and white, so he only draws in black and white.
Yeah.
But when he's drawing other worlds, they're in color.
Yeah.
Especially Renata y todo.
Yeah, when he wrote the name for her. And
Well, the mural of the comic book he likes, like these
the one
other
where
worlds that
And
you
that's
can
me,
escape to,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I also think if you were growing up and you liked this movie or these bands, it was the cool thing. It was the naughty film that you were 13, and if your friend hadn't seen it, they're lame. Like, there's,
it
again,
shows a boob.
capturing that thing. It does, very much so.
I probably wouldn't admit to my friends that I watched this movie back then.
Really?
Yeah.
It was just so what was going on
Yeah.
then. Like the whole note
Relevant.
thing. Like you
That's true. You give a note.
your phone number to a guy like that.
Sandra, was
right?
there ever like a
I love
moment
that scene.
in the movie where it really because it made me cry like twice. Was there any moment where you're like, oh, this reminds me, or that's just so beautiful?
I think when they were separated and like the frustration that like I can't talk to
Desperation.
her like from both sides. Like I felt that then, right? Like like they can't see each other no matter what. And the whole giving the note to the help, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
the whole like please
Yes.
like putting all faith on her.
I love that
Yeah.
when that scene came on, he's like, "Hey, Roma, I'm like, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, yeah. It's like
Hey,
these
look,
Mexican rich
she's
people have the
helping.
help. Yeah.
And I think also just like I know when I watched it, like the hate I had for the sister.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like here she comes again. She's an alcoholic. like, like get it together.
Oh, she was an alcoholic. That's right.
Yeah, like come on, you're ruining
calls
your
her out.
sister's
Yeah.
life. Like,
And
how,
it's funny how you feel that way for these characters. Also, being later in your life and not a 16-year-old child, and it's like, wait, what are both of you doing here? Like, I mean, I feel like any person would look at it and be like, are you dumb? Like, it's funny. In the movie, it really puts you in their shoes and it really puts you in their circumstance. So when you feel the separation, you feel it on both sides where it's like, why is this world so cruel where two people who just want to love each other can't be together?
It's
And
relatively one-sided. Let's admit that. Let's call a spade a spade. It's relatively one-sided. You have more empathy for the poor, quote unquote.
I don't. I'm kidding.
Because
You kept calling me the rich perspective.
I did. It's like, why are you being an asshole? Yeah, but like for instance, he's not allowed in their house. He's a savage. He's he destroyed
party,
their
remember?
party. Yeah, in the party.
birthday
What is the term they keep using? Nako or
A knuckle.
Knuckles.
Yeah,
You know what that is?
Knuckles.
no, not at all.
And like
Kinda
how
like
they
a
say
weirdo
it,
shirt.
they also say it like in front of the chauffeur.
Like,
Yeah.
too
No,
much.
Naco's like a poor bastard, like a
peasant.
peasant.
Oh, really?
That's
I
what
was
Naco
thinking
is.
like-
That's Naco.
Naco's kind of like. ¿Cómo lo digo? O yo lo he usado como. You're trying too much. No seas naco, güey.
I mean, maybe.
I thought it was the people who
I don't know, that's how
deliver
I would
drugs
use it.
across the borders.
No, narco.
Oh,
Yeah.
Narco.
leave out the R.
Yeah, definitely. We always leave out there.
Okay, cool.
That's the thing about it. And
We must.
but what I mean by that is when she's in his house and he's like showing her the drawings, and the mom walks in, she's not like losing her shit or like who the fuck is this bitch? She's like, hi, nice.
That's
Like,
really
she's very
good.
kind. She's very polite. She's very accepting.
She
And-
even leaves knowing that they're there still.
And where this girl got her values, she's the anomaly.
Well,
Because
she also kind of questions at the very beginning, and that's why like her picture or portrait when it's like, well, what does that
To
have
the
do
nun.
with, like, yeah, like your assignment? It's like, oh, well, what's worse? Like, dudes jerking off or again poverty. Like she already shows the signs of somebody who's
Thinking different.
empathetic, towards like we're all people. Like she sees that even though she has privilege,
yeah, for sure.
But you're right, she is the anomaly.
And it's great. It's great because she's respectful. She's not trying to cause drama to
I was
anybody.
about to say that even if she's so privileged that she's like, mucho gusto, señor.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Even if she's privileged. She's
I didn't
still-
understand what she was saying, but she's doing it.
But I'll take 3 of them.
I'll take 3 of them.
Take 3 of those.
And 2 to go.
waivers.
But it's pretty special. It's pretty special perspective and very universal. I mean, there's people like that. There's rich, nice people. I'm not trying to pigeonhole a certain class, but it's one sided in that sense. We were having the conversation earlier about the dad sells dresses and that's how they make their living and stuff like that. But the brother's a special needs,
With the Troy
kid.
Aikman.
Yeah, with the
shirt.
Troy Aikman jersey. Yeah, I noticed that. But he, they limit themselves and what they think he can do. And the guy, the lead, is trying to say like, no, he can carry this. He can help.
Yeah,
He's very
he's
helpful. He's
awesome,
very
dude.
smart. But I was telling we were having that conversation while you were screening it. That it's like, well, what are we doing with this character? And it's like, I just think it's when you're in. It doesn't matter. You don't get special treatment. That's your lot in life.
Oh,
You're already
that's
low. It's like
good.
when it rains, it pours. If you have a special needs baby,
That's
tough
good. You
shit.
gotta
you gotta
what we're
bring them
doing.
with you. And
Yeah.
like in the first act, the brother brings him with him with his friends to the mall. He carries himself, and the parents are almost like,
I missed that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No,
And then the Malillos, they also hang out with him and they give
Yeah.
him jackets.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So
They
to them,
accept them.
it's acceptance.
he's
yeah.
a part of
Yeah.
the tribe. Yeah, yeah.
And to me, like one of my questions and like soft theories was, I was wondering if it was to show that even in like poverty, there's still those who view themselves as like higher and lower, like the family feeling like we're more capable, and yet we still have people that we'll look down upon. Like it's this almost human cycle of like
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The parents.
Yeah, like
The parents of the guy.
Yeah, because the
Yeah,
parents are
they're
putting him
dismissive.
in a place of like, no, he can't do anything. That's it. Tough
Oh,
shit. We have
okay,
to accept
okay,
this
yeah,
for what it is.
You know, what's the main character's name? The
Uli.
dude?
Uli.
Uli.
Ulysses.
Yeah, like Uli is supposed to be the one who's meant to like change the script for both like him dating her and she's a rich girl, but
Right.
also like he's changing the script for the relationship with the brother, being like, see, he understands, see, he can do more, and you know, just taking all the norms of society and saying like maybe there is another way. And even like when he talks about his comic books, there being a utopia where we're all seen.
We're
as
all
equal.
equal. We're equal.
Exactly.
I have two gripes with this film, and I don't know if you guys feel the same. One of the gripes is that I would have loved her character even more if I would have seen her interact with the brother. We don't get that ever. They'd never interact.
They do.
Well,
Yeah, he waves.
What would you want the
True
type of
effect.
scene would be?
Yeah.
the fact that she's empathetic, the fact that she's like is there, like let me put it to you this way: the
Like,
idea,
acknowledges him, I guess. Or,
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I will.
It would've helped, I
can
guess.
agree. I can agree. But just to be devil's advocate, I also think that there's a power in showing that even though she wants to be empathetic and she wants to connect with
I see
Uli
where
and
you're going.
everybody, there's dialogue moments where it's like,
Charity.
yeah, but you're still above, you know.
Yeah, but I guess if we're gonna buy in, if the buy-in for the audience is, oh, we believe this story, like we're in, like we know they're gonna fall in love and end up together,
Right.
she's gonna have. She already showed love and respect towards the mom, but the brother seems to be the most important thing to this dude, right? Like I don't know.
I don't know. I probably took it like maybe she just got caught. I mean, I'm talking about the one where they're in the house. Like she just got caught. She's a little bit timid.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
Not so much like.
I don't think she would know how to
and
approach.
that would have been interesting.
Yeah, because I mean,
Oh,
think,
yeah,
think
that would.
about it. Like she's not used to.
how a privileged person would have been about that.
Because
so
if it's-
maybe she
yeah.
feels like, well, how do I?
Deal
so
with
just
somebody
a
like with
wave
Down
is.
syndrome, yeah.
Because if privileged people have a kid with special needs, they send them off to a school. Or they have help. They have a nanny that helps the
Well,
specifically.
yeah, that's
like,
okay.
That's I think there was a missed opportunity there that would have
True,
been
true.
and that would have been interesting to see that.
Yeah,
It
one of my
would've been
favorite
really
lines
fun
though.
If, you know,
The brother was like, "Es tu novia?" Está muy bonita. I love it. I love it. It's so good.
Didn't you just want to hug him the entire
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was,
he's so
he was
good.
good.
He's
He's a good
lovable.
actor. The other gripe I have, and this is just more of a personal thing, is if I really wanted it to follow other aspects of the Romeo and Juliet kind of canon,
Where he dies too.
where he dies too.
Yeah.
That was a weird one. She dies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
she
that's
deserves
more
it.
heart wrenching, right? Because the point of Romeo and Juliet is, oh, great, they die together. And the point is, you two just killed one of your own. That's the point of Romeo and Juliet, is you two idiots were fighting, you two clans were fighting, and because of it, 2 kids are dead.
But okay, let's just kind of like dissect it a little bit more. I guess in the reality sense. How the fuck did he miss? Or was he pointing at her?
I think that's just a melodrama
No,
fact.
no,
I don't think so. Or maybe.
I
I don't
think
know. That's
he
interesting.
is.
It's kinda
I
like,
think he
realistically.
missed.
He's the win.
No. This is a stupid rich.
He's a rich kid
He
showing
does-
off.
He doesn't have experience with a gun.
He's a
He
show-off.
thinks, he's a show.
So that's what it is. That's the only thing I loved it, but I was just kind of like,
Also,
why not him? Like,
Also,
wow.
I feel like everything he does is to say like, "Oh, look, I'm tougher and I'm
Yeah.
cooler."
Yeah.
Like the way he's like beating up on the guy after his like bodyguards hold him.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
that
it's
was
like,
fucked
"Hey,
up.
if you move, I'll shoot." But then he starts moving. It's like, "Fuck." You
Yeah,
know,
punchier.
exactly.
and you see that in his face. The expression is like, "I didn't think I was gonna be here, but
Like,
meh," and then like,
yeah.
you know.
Punchier. It's punchier.
Uh-huh.
It's also that privilege thing. What consequences could this possibly have on me?
Yeah.
I'm rich. I know I'll get away with it. Like
True.
if
I
I
mean,
shoot,
that's his dad's gun.
yeah.
Like,
If I
yeah,
shoot,
yeah.
so his dad's a cop,
Yeah,
right?
like, what's gonna happen
what's
to
gonna happen to him? And I think that
you don't think it would have been better him?
I don't know if it would have been better. I would have wanted both. I would have wanted the point to be that they both die, so you two understand.
I want that one. Somebody living with that regret. or
Because,
that-
because
But
that's-
it's not his
we-
fault.
but
No,
we
no,
just-
no,
No,
but
not
that's
regret, but
life.
that-
But that's life.
exactly. Like
You
one
don't-
has to
you
live
It's
with
more
it.
That's
real. It's
life.
more real.
One has to live with it.
We did
Like-
also just come off of the scene where there's that whole riot thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All because he got beaten up.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, if he was to die, I feel like it would leave the audience to think, oh, okay, now a bigger riot's going to happen because a rich person shot
Yeah,
a
the
poor
poor-
person.
or-
as opposed to a rich
Yeah, I was
person
gonna go- I was
dying.
gonna get there.
And what, are the rich people going to go beat up poor people?
Are the
No, they're
commentary
not.
is the
They're gonna-
commentary are poorer people indispensable if he dies?
Exactly. That was exactly what I was
Yeah.
going for. Yeah, that probably wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing, but I wanted that a little bit just to kind of keep. I also miss, and again, this is just like nerdy stuff, but I miss the friar role. The friar role ends up being the help. The friar role in Romeo and Juliet is the priest that marries them. It's kind of the dude who just allows for this to happen in secret.
The friend that takes her to the
blondie.
I mean, the friends were helping.
The friends be it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the friends would be it.
It modernizes it. It modernizes the film.
It's not maybe...
And it's on both ends. You know?
They
and
both
then we
have that.
see the friends also like embracing each other at the end. Like,
Yeah.
hey, well,
Also-
our friends are in love. Like, hey, that means you and I are cool.
Yeah. The Weta, she's the sister of the guy that kills.
oh, really? She's the sister of the
Yeah,
guy?
because he's there picking her up in school when they're like dating. This dude's older. So he's picking up his sister at school.
Oh, that is true.
Weta.
Yeah.
And, the other,
The other two friends.
Renata characters, they're like,
Yeah.
they're, flirting with the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Those are my gripes. That's it. Those two gripes.
I didn't really have a gripe, just that ending. But and it's starting to make sense now that I'm talking with you guys. Yeah, it's
we were
better
talking
for
about
her.
the cemetery. You guys we were all talking about the
privileged.
rich cemetery
Yeah.
versus how everybody's stacked on
Yeah.
top of each other on the poor side.
Sardined.
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 Versus
interesting.
if it would have been him, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was him, they would have moved to Canada, moved on with their lives.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like again, just gets washed under the rug. But when it's her, now it's a bigger thing. You know.
Here's
And
my
then-
my bad. No, go for it.
Oh no, I'm good.
You can let me Italian this. What did the guy do after this? Peña.
Oh, as I didn't understand it correctly, both of them went on to have very successful Mexican careers.
I know her.
They didn't really break internationally. He did do a film that caught some traction internationally called Sleep Dealer.
Sleep dealer.
And it did get some traction there.
Because I don't want to be that guy, right? But obviously she has the looks, right?
Yeah. She got a little more international acclaim too with like the Smoking Aces thing.
Yeah.
And
Street King.
she got
did a couple things.
a couple things.
I thought he had a good look. I do think that.
Good look for the part of the poor of the.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm not
for
saying
a
like-
poor
well, you know,
bastard
like-
living with his family.
No, I don't want to be like that, but it's Hollywood. You know?
Yeah.
No, but I think he had the look, but I do feel like if I was to judge this actor off of, like, let's say if this is all I saw of him, right? The lines that they give him, a lot of the performances, all you're supposed to do is look at her, kind of dazed in love and say some line of like, God, your eyes look like moonlight. And then that's it. And then that's all you get out of him. And then he cries.
Nah, but there's still a little bit more where he's still kind of like scared, even like.
Do you know what his performance reminds me of? Genuinely, do you remember Tropic Thunder? And do you remember at the very beginning, Devil's Alley with?
oh God!
You remember the looks that he gives, and it's just he's kind of like swooning over things, like
the two priests who are gay. or
Robert
whatever?
Downey Jr. Like all the looks with his blue eyes, just kind of like
touch hands.
Nah, I'm with Castro. I think there was it's like a scared dog. It's like I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna bark at
Exactly.
you, but I'm scared shitless.
I just felt like
And-
all
Saying
the
it in an innocent way.
Yeah.
all the actors basically, I feel like the casting director just saw them give one good expression, and then it was like, just do that for the rest of the film. like the sister was like,
yeah,
Yeah, I'll give you
that's a
that one.
novella
And
thing.
then- and then-
that's
and
a
then,
novella
like-
thing, dude.
That is.
and then the pretty girl Renata just had a little smile, and that's it. That's all she
Yeah,
needs
but
for
it
the whole
works.
film.
No, hers
It
was-
works so
hers
well.
was- it switched between flirty and still innocent. Like,
Innocence is key.
it's
They all had one expression. Like, I mean, they're all, but
like
it works for the film, but they're all extremely flat. I think.
what? No, I don't know about
I feel what he's
flat.
saying, but no.
I think it's just not
they're
as
not a one-
relevant to Michael.
Well,
as
maybe.
if, like,
They're not a
think
one-trick
of it.
pony.
We're like,
I'm not even convinced Mexico's a real place. You're not going to convince me that this film. No, I'm joking.
I don't think they're one-trick ponies. I think they
not
were
at
pretty
all.
expressive.
I'm
I
just
think
saying that
her.
when they did the same trick over and over, it really went well.
no. It's
It's
hard.
it's what Del Toro calls the Luisa Maria or whatever, the Mexican telenovela thing that he puts in his films of the pop zoom and them turning around dramatically.
Yeah.
It's a Mexican expression thing. It's
good.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
No,
dramatic. It's
yeah.
theater. It's
Yeah.
It worked.
But those expressions were great, man. What do you mean?
They
those
are
awkward
great. I'm
signs-
not saying that they're not great.
I
I'm
just didn't want to see them 100 times.
No. I'm just saying I think they found what they needed for the film, and they're like, don't change a damn thing. Like, do that
You
again.
gotta think about it too. They're 14, 15. They're in high school.
If this was her debut,
You didn't
I
have
don't know
more
about him.
emotions at 14, 15?
I didn't have that full range. I was just kind of towards myself. You know what I'm saying? It takes time.
That's true.
You're
I'll
in
tell
high
you
school,
this
and
much.
high school's your world.
I'll tell you this much, as I understand it correctly, just so you know where these actors are. Not only was it Marta Gadera's debut in anything, but the first scene they shot was her naked in front of the mirror.
No way.
Yeah. That was the first scene they
respeto a
ever
eso.
shot. The one of the two, because there's two. It's before she has sex and after she has sex, and that's the point of those scenes. Is she's discovering her sexuality or trying to?
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like the first scene where she's looking in front of the mirror and she's naked. She's like touching herself and trying to, But the second one, she's confident. After they have sex,
Oh, wow.
she's like looking at herself. She sees herself.
I give her more respect for
Yeah.
that, man. That is insane.
What?
No,
And then-
there's
and
like
then-
a whole thing about it. Like she mentions, like, of course she was nervous. She's 15.
Right.
She had to talk to her parents and the whole crew and director. Like, they had to make sure that she was okay
Yeah.
with it and who's in the room.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing that you guys
Dude,
Really?
at 15, I didn't even want to
Yeah.
show my feet, dude. That's
Yeah.
insane.
I still don't want to much show my feet. What are you not convinced about?
I just,
What?
Like the whole mall scene too. I also learned that there were, desperate for like, okay, we need a mall scene. Where do we go? It's full of people. Okay, well, let's just do it. Like they
Yeah.
went
They
off.
guerrillaed it?
Yeah, like
that's
they-
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably did.
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Like the whole music also. We know that Natalia Lafourcade, she went to school with the sister, Mariana.
Ah.
So
well,
that they
Mariana is the daughter, Jimena, what's her name?
Sariñana.
She's the daughter of the director, and she
Yeah.
also wrote music for the film.
Yeah. So Natalia was her friend and told her, here, like, I'm trying to get music. And now Natalia's like a big...
Yeah.
How those
Artist,
little
yeah.
it makes a
That's
big
great.
difference in your life.
What are you not convinced
So it-
about? I'm not letting this go.
Talk to me, man. I like when you talk.
I heard of a film recently.
So have I.
I've heard of many. That's kind of what this podcast is about. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Yeah, and tell us what
That's
you
what we
heard.
do on this podcast.
I heard of a film recently that was shooting, and I'll try to make it as vague as possible.
Uh-huh.
But in the film,
You wearing those
They-
shoes again, bro?
yeah, no, I love them.
By the way.
They're the wiggle toes.
The wiggle toes. In the film recently, they had this moment where it's a coming of age, high schoolers, but they're discovering themselves. And, so I'm trying to think about how to make it more vague.
No, you're good.
But essentially, something traumatic happens, which triggers a lot of them to start reevaluating. Like, is this the end for all of us? And you're in high school, so you're like, oh man, there's so much life, and I don't have time, and all this kind of stuff. And in that, they wanted to explore this concept of teens who are like hormonal and have all this like sexual energy. And being like, well, maybe there's kids that break away and think like, well, what if this is the last day and we never even discovered sex? And really wanting to dive into those portions. And again, it was artistic and creative in what they were trying to do. But it brought up a huge gray area where they wanted to lean more into the sexuality of things, and the parents were not okay. And the set ended up becoming really tense. They even like got rid of most of the crew.
Oh, wow.
Because there was people that just did not want to like align with this, the vision, all that kind of stuff. But it made it where a moment like exploring that was like, what's feasible? Is this necessary for the film?
Well,
Could we have told the story without it? And I'm not saying that this one is unnecessary, and I'm not saying, oh, we should have found a better way to explore it because
Necessary.
yeah, like when you watch the film, especially in those moments, right, when it's very like quiet and it's herself and she's exploring her sexuality, you can see the birth of her finding love and her finding a new kind of love that feels a lot more passionate. It's a lot more
Oh, well,
vibrant.
look, let's point something out the way, and we've talked about this in other Mexican films we've covered. Mexicans are more in line with the European sensibilities of nudity
Nudity is just
in cinema.
Yeah.
Where Americans are not.
yeah.
And I think that's where that comes from. And I'll say it. Those are some of my favorite moments of this film. That before and after. of seeing her kind of shy and trying to figure it out and being uncomfortable to literally, I'm just going to let the sheet drop and see myself after this moment.
No, yeah. And I mean, even like there's a moment when he's in the courtyard and he's drawing somebody naked and all that kind of stuff, where in American films, that would be seen as a sexual moment. But for this, it's seen as a moment of him inspired by art.
He's auditing a fucking course. Yes. He's just over here trying to draw something beautiful.
I think it's interesting because it's moments like that you would not have on an American film or an American shoot. It would be near impossible, and it would be something that we would have to creatively think of, like, how could we explore this concept? But we're it's impossible to shoot.
I want to. You brought something up earlier that when we were watching it that I really want to point out, and I think it's because it shows you who his character is versus who her character is, and it also shows you socioeconomical stuff and Mexican stuff. Is when he's having sex with the China character, with his friend.
Yeah.
And it's just sex. It's just a rite of passage. It's just them fucking while they're hanging out. It's, she might be more invested in the relationship than he is, but there really is no relationship. They're just fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
But the point is, it's harsh. It's crude. There's like a dumpster fire going on next to them and shit.
There's a fire juggler. They're skating.
They're just fucking. It's fun. It's youth. But their sex scene is beautiful and romantic, and it means something to him. So it's almost like, sure, when you're poor and bored and reckless, sex is sex. But when you've fallen in love, you're rediscovering sex all over again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he lost a virgin. Like, other people would analyze it like, what a piece of shit. Like, he's already fucked. Like, she's a virgin. And because there's a whole conversation on, I'm going to lose my virginity to the curly-headed fuck. You know? And then it becomes like, no, like, this meant a lot more.
Yeah.
I thought that was so interesting for these characters is him, rediscovering sex.
It works for this film, and it's there are beautiful moments. They're really well explored with the techniques that they had at the time. I think what I'm just kind of like, not off-put in any way. I just hearing about how young they are and like consent and all that kind of stuff. And I know that the standards have to be different, but God, is that like that whole sequence a logistical impossibility?
Well, it's like you said, Americans might have cast a 19-year-old that looks 14.
Yeah.
And that's how you get around
That's usually
stuff like
how it
that,
goes.
right?
Yeah. But then it would have been pandered for being like, why are you doing these moments where they're supposed to be in high school and you're sexualizing it? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, nowadays.
I think, to me, maybe it's more, I'm fascinated by the fact that, like, cultural differences can allow for cinema of this type.
And what does authenticity mean in the scenarios? Because if it's somebody like Cuarón making a film like this, he's not going to compromise.
Yeah.
You'll cast a 14-year-old. Again, their sensibilities, in my opinion, they're more in line.
When we talked about Ito Mama También, the sex scenes there are so, like, raw and real. And
those kids were, what, 17?
They were young, too.
16,
Those two kids were young.
But again, Mexican cinema, what they did is they emulated European cinema and the French New Wave, and they were going with those dudes because they were like, that's raw, that's real, that's the shit I want to make and see. That's how I want to show my world in Mexican cinema. And I know, like, you can't get around to watching Amores Perros, but those sensibilities of depicting a world that's so gruesome and raw and shaky cam. I mean, there's something interesting about that. Whereas if they were going to emulate American cinema, oh man. I don't know how they would have done it.
Where would this start?
I don't know how it would have existed. I don't know that Mexican cinema would be holding as true as it can. I agree with you. You can't make this film set in America. It wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's also been made so many times in American cinema on a muted level.
Yeah.
Because Romeo and Juliet's been made a million times.
I was about to say, it's been done, but not.
But it's, it's Shakespeare. It's romantic. It's not gruesome. It's not raw.
Poetic versus trying to be raw,
I feel like the closest, I don't even think it's American cinema. I could be wrong, but Cyrano. They made Cyrano not too long ago. You remember we saw Cyrano in the movie theater? Peter Dinklage he plays Cyrano.
I think you did.
I saw it by myself.
Cyrano
It's based on the play, on the opera.
Dvorak?
Dvorak, I think so, and it's Cyrano. It's Shakespeare. It's these romantics. It's not Shakespeare, but it's the romantics, and it's elegant, and it's polished, and it's This isn't it. The reimagining. I love when something can be reimagined.
The closest anything could get to that, like if you were to emulate it in American like cinema, is like Skins.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
I remember that MTV show.
And even Skins, the American Skins is based on the British Skins.
And both those are just muted.
Yeah,
You know?
I think so, yeah.
Like,
It's a British show.
at the time, if you're like 13 and watching Skins, you feel like, oh man, I'm basically watching like raunch.
It's naughty. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
But no, but
Almost like
Mexican
Euphoria.
Mexican 13, 14-year-olds watching Amar Duele is like, this is badass. Interesting. Amar
That's a
Duele.
minor side note. Yeah, that was cool. Oh no, I was saying
No,
that
I
was
love it. I love that perspective. I think it's true. I think the fact that she was so young, and it seems like, again, even if you explore the whole child actor thing, they're not crazy motherfuckers like American cinema, man. Like Gael Garcia Bernal went on to be okay. Marta Galera went on to be okay.
That is true.
Like there's
Not like
something
these-
about being grounded.
There's nothing like these Nickelodeon kids there.
Yeah.
I know.
Like Diego Luna, I think his parents were theater actors too or something. That's how they met. Like these two, like both of their parents were actors and shit. That they were just
Lucky.
running around sets. But they went on to be okay. Like, I mean, as far as we know, like
They seem okay.
child actors in Mexico seem to...
Yeah,
right.
because I think they can play things like, you know, a family movie character, but then they can also do something more dramatic at these younger ages, and they're just seen as actors as opposed to like here. I feel like we have. I think American cinema or like even just television, you'll pigeonhole somebody really quick. Like the girl from Euphoria, what's her name? Zendaya. That she was in a Disney Channel show for the longest time.
Yeah, sure.
And then afterwards, it's like, oh, now we got to throw her in these ultra mature roles because we need her to break out. And it's like,
I think there's a weird... I've been analyzing that because that show,
yeah,
I think it's called Shake It Up,
yeah.
was Zendaya and Bella Thorne. And Zendaya went on to be a more respected actor.
Didn't
Yeah.
Bella don't start doing porn and
Exactly.
just weird
Wait, what?
stuff? Yeah,
She went on
weird
to do
stuff.
like OnlyFans and shit.
Yeah.
And she's kind of been in the press but she went on to direct too, by the way. Like she's...
porn.
Was it porn?
Yeah, it was a porn.
Well, she's been doing some roles like that are kind of validating her a little more again.
Okay.
But both of them went on these opposite directions. And
Yeah.
it's like, what's the right course here? Post Disney Channel.
Yeah,
You know.
and I mean the same thing happened with like Miley Cyrus. So yeah, the whole child
And
actor.
now she's like a fucking Grammy winner.
Yeah.
yeah,
And she wrote the music for Avatar.
She's been on the road,
song.
but now I think I saw an interview where she's sober now. So.
She's doing all right, yeah.
Hopefully.
She's also like a child actor plus a Nepo baby plus...
Yeah, the dad.
Like, there's, I don't know, there's levels to this shit. But I think...
it's interesting.
I haven't, and I'm sure it exists, but I haven't heard of a child actor be derailed the way American child actors are
I'm
derailed.
calling, man. If by 40 nothing happens, dude, I'm going to death, bro.
Yeah?
I'm in Guatatara,
All right.
What do you got? 5 minutes? Wait, what?
Whoa! Damn,
I'm kidding.
son.
Are we going to move more furniture right now?
No,
Are we going to move
I'm
furniture?
kidding. No.
Amar Duele, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you think. Look, here's the funky part about this one. I mean, for those who've seen it, you're lucky few because I almost feel like Amar Duele was just like passed around when we were kids.
Call that, Sandra. It
Everybody-
was good.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, I'd
everybody
forgotten
told
about
even
it.
like Meg and all that. She showed it to her family, and they watched it. Like, oh yeah, I watched it when it came out. Like it was one of those things that it was just passed around.
It was
but-
just like passed. It was like one of those DVDs that you just like burn. You know what I mean?
It
Like in the
wasn't
lo
like a
comprabas en el puente
Criterion
type of
pick.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now it's on YouTube. If you speak Spanish and you don't need subtitles, it's on YouTube. But if you need subtitles, English subtitles.
Okay, you want to know? Okay, no.
This Italian
This is
fellow over here.
a minor side note, and this is why everybody likes to trash on me. But Austin, okay, so when we were gonna do this podcast before with Austin being here, and I said, guys, I didn't have time. I was trying to watch it, but it's in Spanish, and I needed translation. I couldn't find the subtitles anywhere, and the only place that we could get this movie with subtitles was a VPN of Netflix,
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah, and so I could watch
And then
it.
you're watching
Hey,
it
don't spill the beans, bro.
Netflix Mexico, and you're switching. You're doing the opposite of what we do. You're switching from Spanish to English subtitles.
Yes. So I was doing that, And then, well, just to make my situation more complicated, for no reason, I've decided to switch over my laptop to Linux.
Oh, right. That's
and then
right.
Austin was like, well, just use my VPN. I'm like, this is going to be harder than
and
I
that
thought.
took 30 minutes.
That took 30 minutes of me using command prompt because I just
Oh,
want
that's
to
what
be.
you're doing on the little.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
I was like, sudo install
Don't install Linux,
VPN,
guys.
and
It's
then
Windows.
and then it was like couldn't find file and all that. And then Austin's like, God damn it! Like, why are
if
you
this was
making
Windows
this
or
so
Mac,
difficult?
it would have been done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you could have been done with the movie, but no. Got to use your fruity little laptop.
Yeah.
Fruity little shoes.
But it is hard
Great
to find or easy to find if you don't need subtitles.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because it's also not remastered. Like it's one of those underground films, and I hope people start caring about it more.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
throwing
yeah.
it and
I agree.
remastering it and you know protecting it a little more.
Agreed.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's a
yeah,
great
Sandra,
pick,
this
babe.
was a good pick.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys liked it, and I hope you all liked it too.
Let us know what you think about Amar Duele. Again, you can find it on YouTube
Yes,
if you
comment.
really want to
It's-
watch it. It's an
Yes.
easy hour 45 thing. It's a great watch.
I'm pretty sure you've watched it once.
Yeah.
Watch it with your kids.
teach them a lesson that poor people
Yeah.
are bad. No,
If you're not ready to talk about the birds and the bees, but you want to show it,
fuck yeah.
That's good. I mean,
Next week, we'll be talking about Up in the Air. Jason Reitman's Up in the Air. One of my favorite
Yeah,
films.
this guy's always
is a
talking
very
about that.
special film to me. And I don't remember who requested it. I think it was John Gunn. So shout out to John Gunn.
Chung.
Sean Gunn. Sean Gunn. Hell yeah. Sean John.
Chino.
Hey, you know, real quick, I started watching His and Hers on Netflix. Really good.
Yeah.
What is that?
Really good. It's a new one. It's one of the new
Movies?
show.
Oh, cool.
Sandra's been watching Shamefully. She's been watching
Not
Shamefully.
Shamefully.
No, not for you. Shamefully because I've
I
like
own it.
sat there.
I own it, and you were hooked. You're like, what happened?
It's a little hard, dude. It was a little hard to walk away from.
Say it.
What is it called?
Say it.
I
You
don't-
know it.
No, I genuinely don't know what it's
You
called.
know it.
I just know Kim Kardashian's like acting in
All's
it.
fair.
All's fair.
No!
Kim
He
Kardashian.
was hooked. He
Wait,
was
wait.
hooked.
Hold on.
The one
Hold
where
on.
the one where she's wearing a dress where the thong you can see at the end?
No, that's the Ray J thing. We're not talking about that.
Isn't it that one? Where she's a lawyer?
She's a lawyer. Yeah.
There's a scene
Yeah,
where she's wearing a suit
I think so.
and in
yeah.
the back it's torn and you can see her thong. And that's the style they went with.
Yeah, I mean, they're,
I don't know. I've only seen.
they're boss women.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I only
It's
saw
okay.
bits and pieces of it.
No,
Like,
it is.
Like I'd walk into our bedroom and she's watching it, or like I'd be like, we'd be playing Fortnite or something. I'm like, I'm gonna go check on Sandra. And I'd go and she's like watching it, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, the first time she was watching, I came across it. I was like, because she's usually watching the Kardashian reality show. Like,
Yeah, and
Sandra.
I love reality TV. I'm
can't
so
talk to you.
sorry.
wait, but
Too
she's.
bad.
I'm not. I don't mean that as a knock. I just mean like that's what she likes. It's fine. But when I was watching it, if you watch it, it's a weird style. It
Is it,
feels
like,
like
in between?
documentary. It feels like it's trying to be documentary in a sense, but then you sit there and you watch. You're like, what is this? This doesn't look like a TV show. And then you're like, oh, it's narrative. Oh, she's acting. Oh, huh. And,
But you were still hooked.
but it's some super melodrama. It's like
I
I'm
read
gonna
about
take
it. I
over
read
the
about
law
it.
firm and fuck your husband or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's exactly what you think it is. Just
I
like
love that.
mad modern.
Did you figure-
But it's got incredible actresses
Yeah.
aside, like Kim Kardashian aside. It's
Yeah.
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
It's fucking what's the other one? The main
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor's
Oh,
in
wow,
it.
she comes
Yeah.
out.
No,
Sarah Poulter.
Sarah Poulter's amazing in it.
Yes.
She's incredible in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah Poulter, yeah. So I only saw like bits and pieces of
You
like
saw,
a few
an
episodes.
episode and a half, and then I kept watching it, and you're like, so what happened?
Did you
And
fi-
then-
did you
I
finish
like
the
left and
season?
came back. I was like, hey, so what happened?
Then
Like,
you
did
saw
she?
you saw like I think one of the middle episodes. It made me cry, and you were like, oh.
It's because I read the
Oh,
review.
yeah,
I read the
yeah.
review for the first episode, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh wow, Kim Kardashian's a lawyer. She's because she is in real
She
life,
is.
and then she's doing this on the
Yeah.
show."
She didn't pass the bar,
Sh-
right?
so-
Isn't that
Oh,
the
no,
whole
she
thing?
didn't.
She
She did
didn't
it.
pass the
She
fucking
did it.
bar.
She
I
did it.
mean, are you taking the bar?
I will.
mean,
Shit, only half of people pass the
Hey,
bar. You
give
gotta
her,
go.
hard.
give her credit. I mean,
That's
she
fine.
graduated law school.
Good
That's a
for
big
her.
deal.
Boo
Yeah.
fucking who? You're a billionaire and you need to be a lawyer. Like fucking.
Do
Anyway.
you remember in Futurama? There's an episode where they spoof like those type of shows where it's Bender holding up a car.
All My Circuits?
No, it's
or-
called Single Female Lawyer.
Oh yeah, having lots of fun. Yeah.
Yes,
Single
I've seen
female
that.
lawyer. Yeah, it really is that. But
gets
it's
a
not a
single
sitcom.
female
It's so
lawyer.
strange. Just go watch it. It's
Wait, why are we talking about this?
Oh,
because at
we
the end
have
of
a
every episode, we say, "Hey, what's the last thing you watched?"
Yeah.
And or beginning whenever it fits.
All it's fair for you.
I
for you.
watched something once.
What's up before we
What
close?
did you do?
I watched Ghost Town.
With Ricky Gervais?
Ricky Gervais?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Do
great.
have you guys seen
I love
it?
it.
Do you
I
know
think
it?
you showed it to me.
I showed it to you guys, and
I
I
liked it.
remember. Well, I remember when I showed it to you guys, you didn't say that.
That
And it
it's
hurt
because
my
it's that
feelings.
British
No, no, no.
comedy and shit.
I kind of confuse them. It's that one or The Invention of Lying.
I
Yes,
like
I
that one better.
Yeah.
I said I like that one better, but I didn't say I didn't like
no,
Ghost Town.
No, you hurt my feelings. It was during the pandemic.
This was
too.
years ago. I was gonna
No,
say.
no, it was during the
This one about-
pandemic. You know what sucks is that I showed this to Carlos and Austin, and then it's like, guys, that was our movie night. What'd you think? And then they said, anyway, I'm going to bed, and then turn off the computer, and I have to go to bed alone. Like, oh, damn, okay,
even a
cool.
little-
And this was probably at the time when we're like barely cementing our friendships.
Trying
and
to
shit.
socialize, yeah. No, but I, you know what? I watch it, and I play it multiple times a year. But I was watching it the other day, and I want to review it for the podcast and have a conversation.
Okay.
Because
We got free picks this year, baby. You
Yeah,
pick whatever
we
you
got
want.
a lot.
no, because it's an
We'll put
indie.
it way at the
it's-
bottom.
It's an it's an indie, but I love the texture of it, and that's I think
Okay.
it's a
I'll watch it.
style I would like to explore, making a movie like that with the New York City's backdrop,
Yeah.
but it's in El Paso and like during the daytime, and I
It's
love
doable.
the way it looks, and it's just playful, and I love it.
like
but
it.
I
I
watched
like
that
it.
one recently. I want to explore to see if it's just me having rose-colored glasses because, you know, like I think last time on the podcast I talked about watching Yes Man and feeling like underwhelmed.
You did. You were saying you got Walter Mitty.
Yeah, I got Walter Mitty by Yes Man, and I don't know what it was, but yeah, I wanna explore Ghost Town again. But
I
that was a lot of
I don't know what I've watched. I'm trying to go to my little
most
video
recent
diary
watch.
because I don't know what I've seen in the last.
I watched a lot of YouTube.
We'll save it for Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep. Next week, we already talked about it. Up in the air. Never mind. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe.
Happy birthday, Sandra.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
I can't believe you're 24.
21.
Oh, 21.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Love
Tune
you.
in next week. Thank you for watching the WatchTower Film Podcast. Good night.
Good night,
Love you
everybody.
guys.
Take care.